And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Caesar Rodney High School. Another presentation of Delaware Live Sports powered by 302. Tonight we have high school lacrosse. Two of the top 5 teams in the state. It's Archmere Academy in green, Caesar Rodney in the white. We are here in Camden, Wyoming, and we are underway. Hawks win the faceoff. Number 77, Jack O'Neill, is their faceoff specialist, and that's Drew Duncan, number 2, with the ball. We'll get you numbers as we go along, and Jason as we need them. And teams come in. Archmere with a record of 7-1. Caesar Rodney is 7-2, and both teams have lost to Salesian, and the Riders also coming off a loss against the other powerhouse, Cape Henlope. And there is a goal. It got through. Tonight's goalkeeper for the Riders, Dylan Bennett, the freshman, and that's going to be a goal. I didn't see who scored, but we're going to wait for the PA announcement. Jack O'Neill gets the goal for the Hawks. They win the face-off. They score a goal. Funny how that works, Jay.
Yeah, right.
So an early lead for Archmere here on the road. They said the wind actually looks like it's settled down, Jay. It's a little windy, a little chilly, but
on this side at all.
Nick says it's okay outside.
Yeah.
We were over at Polytech watching some girls lacrosse, and the
that
rain was coming down, and it was miserable.
Yeah, it was a little windy and cold.
Yep, lights on
and
here
raining.
at Ryder Stadium, not taking effect, but we'll be under the lights soon here in Kent County. O'Neill wins the faceoff. He's on the run. He's 15 yards out. That's number 6, Alexander Stames. He sends it out to Cole Finese, number 99. Finese is going to take off. They're going to set up their offense. Number 16 passes it in. That would be Tyler Allison, but the ball's intercepted by the keeper, Bennett. His outlet pass, however, off the mark, but it's going to go off of Archmere out of play. It's going to go to the Riders. Last state championship game played in 2019 right here on this field, but neither one of these teams.
Yeah, that was it kept on getting pushed back because of the rain.
For the Riders behind the net, looks like Ryan Carey, number 20. We had the Riders on earlier, Jay. They played at Salesianum a couple weeks ago. We had that one for you on 302. This is number 7, Stephen Grossman up top. He gets it down to Patrick Craig. Riders setting it up. Up top with Grossman is number 5, Brendan Wark. That's Wark with the ball. Gets it over to Craig. I'm sorry, that's Grossman.
Look at how good he is cradling that ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on these teams, so it takes me some getting used to with the names. Spin move there. Shot wide. That was, who's that? Number 34, Kevin Hutson, the wrestler, out there. And, yeah, I guess people would just get out of his way. The state champion wrestler out there.
He showed his good moves and a good shot and good backup by Caesar Rodney.
The heavyweights got some moves.
Sure, Benny Mitchell's proud.
Yeah, Benny's watching, I'm sure. Riders retain possession as they had the man position behind the net. That's Craig, number 4. I'll get them right. Ethan Reed, number 8, sends it outside, and now they'll take it back up top. Riders trail 1-0, 9:40 to go here. There's a ground ball picked up by the Hawks. That is number 18, Brendan Burke. There's a shot and a goal. Score for Archmere. Tyler Allison puts that one in after the ground ball win. And it's 2-0 with 9:31 to go.
Yeah, great job. Great transition after they were able to get the ball from the turnover, and they go down and they score.
Actually, Allison got the assist on that, Jay. Maybe number 10 with the goal, Brady Boucher. So Caesar Rodney had possession there, but all it took was one errant pass, and the Hawks strike quickly. They lead 2-0, and they win the face-off, and they're on the run again.
Yeah,
here we go.
3-0 on these face-offs, Mike.
O'Neill, his pass, errant, picked up by the Riders. So an opportunity lost there for the Hawks. CR, long outlet pass over the head of one Rider, but they pick up the ground ball. That is Craig, number 4, and he'll take it down the right side. And imagine into the box. There he goes.
I think it's clearing up out here, Mike.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night here. You see over on the, well, you may not see. You may see it on the camera at some point. Some blue skies over to our left.
Great complex here.
Craig out front looking for an opening, bounces one in, but the stop is made by Connor France.
Yeah, you can do that on turf. A nice little bounce shot, but France is ready for it.
Hawks, of course, play on turf in Claymont, so they're used to the surface. I've seen Archmere, what did they see, once this year? I think I saw them against Indian River.
Oh, you saw him against
Not Indian River.
DMA.
It was DMA, yeah, I can't remember these things. That pass out of bounds, it'll go to Archmere. 8:30 to go. Quarter number one. A weekend of lacrosse for you here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. That pass dropped by Nathaniel Yannick, but he picks it up and goes far side, and they're going to try over there. On down the right side, there go the Hawks.
Got room. They get it in the box, so now they can bring it back out and set up their offense.
Pass inside, lost. It's going to be out of bounds. Back to CR. That was Brendan Burke's pass. Just missed his teammate.
So both teams just seem a little off on a couple of their passes early in this one.
Got Nick Halliday on the camera tonight. Jason Winch will make sure we stay on the air, and then me just doing a lot of talking.
Let's see if Caesar Rodney can get a good possession here, Mike.
It's hard to see what kind of crowd. It looks like a decent crowd. They're all on this side of the stadium, so it's hard to see, but it looks like there's a lot of people out here watching. Good to see.
Looks like a good home crowd, plus a good contingent from Claymont made their trip down here.
Yep, including me.
We had to leave before Baden.
Yeah, it was a Joe Jam. There's a wind-up and a shot. France gets the big stick out there and intercepts. Not sure it was going to go in the net, but why take a chance? France being hounded, but he's able to get that to midfield, and the Hawks in business. Not sure who that is. Is that 9? Michael Kowalik, it looked like, is back behind the net now. That's 21, Daniel Kupiak. Some of the numbers are easy to see, and some of them are a little tricky.
All right.
That is Ryan Farrell, number 19, up top for the Hawks. Back behind the net they go, and they're going to set up again. Here's Allison. He had an assist on the last goal for Archmere. Farrell. Ryan from the Hawks basketball team. Going down the left side. Nothing there, so he's just going to turn around and take it back out. Gives up the ball. Drew Duncan with a shot. Saved by Bennett. Good one there. But his outlet pass on the ground. It's loose. Stolen by Jack O'Neill. Here come the Hawks. To Duncan. Gets around the defender. Looking for an opening. He's got none.
A great job transition defense by Caesar Rodney getting back there.
Up top. Long shot. No good. Who's going to keep it? It's going to go back to CR on that one.
Yeah, good backup.
So Archmere with a couple chances there, cannot connect, and the lead remains 2-0 with 5:40 to go here in quarter number one. We play 12-minute quarters in high school lacrosse. Busy Saturday ahead for all over the state, Jay, for high school. Here comes Hutson. You can tell which one is Hutson. Look at that wind-up, bounced. I think France may have gotten a piece of it. It goes over the padding back there for the high jump. The pole vault, and that ball might be headed to Wyoming. I mean the state of Wyoming, not Camden, Wyoming.
Oh, I thought it was going down the Old North Road.
Back up top, Grossman playing catch up top there. I'm not sure what number that is. Here's Craig behind the net. That pass nearly intercepted. CR is able to hold on. And they go back behind.
The X position.
I think that's Ryan Carey looking for some room, but he's
Great
being hounded
defense
out there. Yeah. Shot and a save. France has been on point so far.
I was going to say he's been big so far, hasn't he? And CR's getting some good shots at him. Good looks. And he's been steady so far.
Back the other way we go. Archmere trying to get the right personnel out there. Here's Finis. Shot.
Save.
Bennett with the save.
Both goalies have been looking good so far in this one, Mike.
Absolutely.
And Bennett, just a freshman, right?
Yes, he is. And here's Kupiak back there wreaking havoc for the Hawks, but the Riders able to get it up over midfield and into the – well, not yet into the box. Here goes Craig. Got to take a couple steps. He's in.
He's going to have to be Bennett's going to have to be big for Caesar Rodney tonight.
Their normal keeper, Jacob Buxton, not in the lineup tonight, so they're calling on the freshman. So far, he's done the job.
Yeah, you and I know that Archmere is a good offensive team. They can pour in some goals. So to hold them to 2 so far.
They are a tough squad. Those Hawks and Caesar Rodney, Jason, traditionally one of the stronger programs in the state.
Mm-hmm.
Intercepted pass, but it's dropped, and Riders fortunate on that one. Udovich unable to hold on to the pass. That name sounds familiar. Connor Udovich. He's a football standout for the Hawks. That check, down goes Frazier. And here come the Hawks right to left on your screen. That's number 9, Michael Kowalik. There's 2 of them on the team. He passes it up, and they're going to try to set up. They're going to rush right in. Duncan fakes a shot. Fakes a save pass, rather. It takes a shot, another save for Bennett. And we have a whistle on the field. And
I think a little injury down here.
Archmere doing a good job anticipating passes, and we do have a Caesar Rodney player down at about the 25-yard line of the football field. So while he is being tended to, Jason, tomorrow on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports, a Titanic matchup.
Yeah, nationally ranked. Malvern Prep coming to The Rock, Abyssinia Stadium, to host, go up against Slasianum, who earlier this year gave nationally ranked Culver all they could handle.
Yep, and Culver also played Malvern. Malvern beat them.
Correct. So it's gonna be one of those what I like to call Jim Dandy of the matchups.
I'm hoping it's a little warmer. We'll be on the air at 1 o'clock with that one again from Abyssinia Stadium. It's Malvern Prep just up the road a piece, as they like to say. Well, from us, Jay, because we live up on the state line. Yeah. It's just up the road in Malvern, PA. Coming into Wilmington to play the Sal's. Those schools play in a lot of different sports. No strangers to one another. They play baseball, and they've wrestled. They play soccer. They're very familiar with each other. Good play there by the long stick, number 6, Mason Griffith, and we have a whistle. And I'm not sure what the call was, but it's a turnover. Archmere to start back. Nathaniel Yannick with the ball. And he gets it to Brandon Burke.
And Malvern Prep played Slasianum football this year.
They did, that's right. Here's O'Neill. Yeah, the Friars are a very familiar foe for the South. Malvern Prep, the home of Ben Davis, former number 2 overall MLB draft pick. You can see him. We have a timeout on. You can see him on Phillies baseball. As he does the TV work for the Phils. We have a timeout. Archmere on the field with 2:22 to go. They lead 2-0.
Yes.
I think Archmere's doing a great job defensively right now, just stuffing CR. CR's pass is a little unsure. I expect that will clean itself up in the next 3 periods. But credit the Hawks. And on the other side, the freshman goalie comes in.
Yeah.
It's been Buxton all year, but Bennett has 3 or 4
quality saves against a very high-scoring Archmere team right now. So
yeah,
Archmere, you got to see them against DMA, and that DMA team is a very good defensive team, and Archmere put up 13, 14 goals on them.
Yeah, and you see so many games, you forget which ones you've gone to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking at the schedule, of course, the Hawks lost to Slasianum, but they did beat DMA 13-4. They had a bit of a break after that. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Came back today with a win over Appo, a win over Wilmington Charter, a big one, and they've been on a roll the last 3 games, playing maybe a little step down in competition, but Archmere is a really, really good program.
Yeah, and they got this one here tonight, and then they finished the season with Sanford, who's ranked number 3 in the state, undefeated Sanford Warriors, who I got a chance to see them. Like, they are really good. Sanford also has a game against Caesar Rodney, so I think those 3 teams are battling for your 3, 4, and 5 spot behind, obviously, Cape and Sally's.
That shot goes wide, and they also have Tower Hill this week coming up on Tuesday up in Claymont. If you're in the area, stop by and check them out. This is Burke as the Hawks retain possession on that one. O'Neal shakes off the check, looking for the shot. Goes wide. He was being bothered by Jackson Spino, but able to get the shot off, just not on target. Of course, you guys all know lacrosse better than me. If you have the player closest to the end line when it goes out of bounds, you keep possession. And the Hawks, most teams keep a player back there. And here is Tyler Allison again out to Stames. And it's going to be set up front by, I believe that's Ryan Farrell. Back to Farrell. And he goes off the knee of a teammate picked up by the Riders, and that possession is over. Oh, a little trouble with the long stick.
Yeah, it seems like both teams having trouble.
Ball is loose. Duncan in there trying to get it. It's up in the air. Finally picked up by the Hawks. O'Neal gets it. You know, your face-off guy, he's usually pretty good with the stick. Archmere in business again into the middle. Stames hit. He's checked, and that shot goes nowhere. But loose ball picked up again, this time by the Riders. I think that was Mason Griffith who got it in the long outlet to midfield. Riders on offense. 1 minute to go, quarter number 1. 2-0 Archmere.
Both teams' defenses are stepping up here in the first quarter.
Yeah, low scoring affair here with quick action, a lot of good pace, some banging and hitting out there. This is fun to watch. We're coming down the home stretch in the spring sports season.
Only 2 weeks left after Saturday, Mike. All sports end on May 15th.
Let's see if CR holds here. They have about 25 seconds to work with.
Of course, tomorrow is May 1st already.
Yeah, how about that? That pass is going to go out of bounds. A good effort there by the Riders to keep it in. Unable to. 15 seconds. Archmere with a chance. This is Finis. He gets over midfield, takes a whack, but doesn't stop him. Now he's battling number 7, Grossman. 3, 2. He's not going to get a shot off here, Jay. And we're going to go to the end of the first quarter. There's the horn with the score. Archmere 2, Caesar Rodney 0. You're watching High School Lacrosse on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sotho Concepts. Sotho Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Sotho Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sotho.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with
Your
precaution.
home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Back at Caesar Rodney, and not a moment too soon. We are underway in quarter number 2. Hawks lead 2-0 going left to right this time. O'Neal, the face-off win, goes down the middle. Score! Jack O'Neal with his second goal of the game. Archmere, you need just 6 seconds, Jay. They lead 3-0. O'Neill wins the faceoff. Always important. That's a long trip from Wilmington down to here.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to the face-off. O'Neill at 11:54 and needed just 6 seconds. He was moving pretty darn good. Got that one underneath the Bennett. Bennett's done a great job tonight, but just couldn't stop that one. Here is Carey into the middle, marked by Yannick. Nathaniel Yannick doing a great job keeping those riders outside. But this time they hit a cutter. They get inside, and they're going to set up at the X position because the X marks the spot. Spin move shot by Spino off the side of the net, or did France get it?
I don't know, but France chased it and then said, you know what, I better get back in goal.
Yeah, it was lost out of bounds by the riders. That's unfortunate. It's going to go to the Auks, and this will be Udovic bringing it in. He passes all the way across. They're going to play a little catch behind the net. Here comes Connor Udovic. Connor can run. Long pass up front to Brendan Burke. He gets it to Finis. And the Auks looking to make some more magic here, Jay. They look pretty good so far.
Yeah, they have.
Drew Duncan spinning and dodging. Nothing going on there. He gets out to Stames. They're going to set it up again. 10:42 to go here, quarter number 2. Auks Farrell works around the check and gets it behind the net. Kupiak looking for an opening. He's whacked. Ball's loose. Rolling. Keep that ball rolling. Archmere's got it. What a save by Bennett. I think he got that with the left arm.
I do. I think that's a top save right there.
Unbelievable save. And we have a whistle. It's going to go to the Auks.
I think it was a loose ball push on the Riders.
Probably the best save of the night, I would think. Auks going to try again. Shot. Score! Ryan Farrell cuts across the middle, hits it from the 45-degree angle, and with 10:06 to go, the Auks lead 4-0.
I know Archmere's got 4 on the board, but I think the freshman Bennett has stepped in and done a good job so far for the Riders, Mike. But right now, Archmere's just getting possession after possession, and you know they finally added to their lead here to make it 4-0.
Good shot going far side by Farrell. And no chance there for Bennett. Like you mentioned, Jay, he stopped everything tonight. CR wins the faceoff, and here they come.
Just as I was about to say, O'Neill's done a great job on faceoff. CR finally gets one here. They need to get this offense going, Mike. They've been not really getting anything against this Archmere defense.
Yeah, they're struggling with the passing down there. Archmere, you mentioned he's doing a great job just cutting people off. And there's the goal up high where Mama keeps the Thin Mints. We're going to get the number of that train. Number 20, Ryan Carey. Win the face-off.
Mike, I just love this whole goal horn.
And we got music. It's a party here in Camden, Wyoming.
I feel like I'm at Black Hawk Stadium here. This is awesome.
Boop, boop.
I want to come here, watch all these games.
I want to talk to Dave Oswinkle. I want to go to Archmere and hear some music next time. Man, I might be there when they play CR on Tuesday, or Tower on Tuesday. Win another one. This is Dane Wilson. He won the last face-off, and he wins this one. 4-1. We've got 9:32 to go in the first half.
Yeah, let's see if this gets Caesar Rodney going, Mike. Sometimes a goal like that, you've been getting the big saves, and as soon as I say that, they lose possession.
Auks get the loose ball, maybe. I said it's loose. It's loose on that turf.
And it's still, I believe, counting against Archmere's time to get it in the zone, Mike, because they were the last team to have possession of it.
Make it a whistle soon here. Archmere loses possession. Andre Moore picks it up. We do have a whistle.
I would think a timeout by Caesar Rodney probably just settle
exactly what it is. So
settle it down, Mike. But just like I was saying, maybe that the saves by Bennett, that goal now gets Caesar Rodney's won 2 face-offs in a row. I think they're starting to come together here, and there they grab that loose ball and get the quick timeout.
Yeah, great shot by Ryan Carey up top, above Connor France.
And France, had, we mentioned how good Bennett was in the first quarter. France was even better.
Little equipment check going on out there.
Yeah, they do it at all timeouts, Mike.
Little spot check.
Yesterday,
Checking that pocket.
I was at Ursuline Tatnall. Before the game, they did the stick check, and of all the sticks, only one was illegal.
Oh, we're shipping up to Camden.
I was going to say, this is good lacrosse music here, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a decent crowd on hand tonight. This is not the 80-degree weather we were promised. I don't know if we were promised that or not, but it's a good crowd on hand.
It did get up to 72 today, but with the wind, with the feel-like temperature, it was in the 40s.
Oh, yeah.
We had 45, 50-mile-per-hour winds. And I believe Cape Henlopen and Sussex Academy, undefeated Sussex Academy, is taking on Cape tonight.
If we get some updates, Jay, we'll pass them
And
along.
I bet you I've been to Cape Henlopen, and if that wind's coming off the ocean like it is tonight,
Like we said, if we get the updates, we'll pass them along. And we're back underway. Riders with the ball, but that pass goes out of bounds into the Riders' bench. It's going to go back to the green and white.
As the coach, you get the timeout and get everything set up. And then
bad pass.
Yep.
So the Hawks bring it in, and they're underway. Jack O'Neill's been really good tonight. 2 goals and some face-off wins. Oh, that pass over the head of a teammate and right in on Bennett. I mean, that was Stames who was trying to get that. But
does Bennett get a save on that?
I don't think so, but that was just given right back by CR, and that's going to drive a coach nuts. Shot goal! Daniel Kupiak on the turnover makes them pay, and it's 5-1 Archmere.
Caesar Rodney really having trouble with their clearing attempts there, and they, like you said, they hate to say it, you get to take advantage of it. And now it's 5-1. Archmere.
So Archmere had turned the ball over, but CR gave it right back to him, and the Hawks made them pay. And that was not a short shot. He was about 20 yards out. The Hawks will take it. And they lead by 4 with 8:27 to go here in the first half.
Big ground ball here. And it was 3 riders and 1 arc, and the all came up with the ball, Mike.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. So Archer restores that 4-goal lead. It was 4-0. I kind of lost track of my scoring here, but there we go. 4-1. It was 4-0. CR scored. Here's Duncan. No opening. What a pass! Threads the needle. Hawks can't do anything with it, but just the fact that he was able to complete that pass. This is Kupiak behind the net. Comes out, thought about trying a little spin move. Nothing there. Wisely shoots it back up top. Taking the wax is Farrell. That's not going to bother Ryan.
I would just go back and set it up.
Yeah, I know Ryan. You can hit him with a stick. He doesn't care. He gets around the defender, hits a cutter. O'Neal scores high. Great play by Farrell to O'Neal and flag down. I don't think it's going to matter. 7:38 to go here in the first half. Hat trick for Jack O'Neal.
Yeah, the hat trick.
What a pretty play by Farrell and right to O'Neal, and he hit just under that crossbar. For Jack O'Neal.
Yeah, the hat trick.
Good to hear the audio is working. Alrighty, so Archmere taking advantage of opportunities, Jason, the wins on face-offs, the ground balls. Just right now they're kind of leaning Archmere's way, and they're you know, you get those chances, you got to take advantage, and they're doing that. And there's another missed pass, but that's going to go to Udovich. So another turnover.
Yeah, so Caesar Rodney wins the face-off, Mike, but like you said, turnover. But they're going to get
bad pass there. They're going to get it. Oh, what a check. And the ball is way up in the air. Tyler Peeler took a shot from it off there, but CR manages to retain possession.
Yeah,
more hitting here than your typical Flyers game.
Yeah, and I think if you're Caesar Rodney, I think you need to score on this possession. You got one on the board, but the Hawks just answered with 2 of their own. So
Archmere playing a pretty good game tonight. Like we mentioned, these teams 7-1 and 7-2. There's a pass in the middle, stopped by the Hawks. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with CR. Goes off an Hawks stick. Each team lost to Salesianum, and the games weren't close, but Salesianum and Cape Henlopen are heads and shoulders above everybody else right now.
And is that Caesar Rodney's second loss?
No, they lost to Cape. This is their second
that's
loss.
what I'm saying, Cape.
Yeah, they both lost to Sally's, and then CR just lost to Cape a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's what I meant when you say Sally's and Cape.
Yeah.
Top 2 teams in the state.
Archmere does have Sanford. That was a game that was rescheduled.
And Caesar Rodney has Sanford coming up, too.
Finis knocks a rider to the floor. He gets back up. That's number 33, Hunter Christensen. He still has it.
Now he got knocked out.
Another check. Archmere just doing a great job prying that ball loose. There's a swing and a miss by a rider. And who's that going up there? That's Farrell. Into the middle, wide open, bounced in for the Hawks.
I think that's somebody
no
way.
goal.
Yeah, he's in the crease.
He's in the crease.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he was in the crease.
So that was Daniel Kupiak, and he was inside that blue circle.
And it doesn't
matter. That's a no-no.
And it doesn't matter if you get knocked in.
Another good play by the Hawks. That one goes for naught. So the lead's still 6-1. 5:45 to go here, first half. Christensen gets it over to Grossman. And there's the goal scorer for CR. Ryan Carey, number 20, spins away from a defender. He's got a lane. Shot blocked by France.
Yeah, good save by France.
Another save for Connor France.
And another one.
Another save. Wow.
The hat trick of saves. Caesar Rodney got both loose balls and fired quick shots in, and France had the answer. And here comes the Hawks on transition.
Connor France playing some all-state lacrosse here tonight. I'm not putting any pressure on him. He can't hear me. So the Hawks, that might give him a boost if they need one. Duncan. In the middle, fires left hand, bounces past Bennett, out of bounds. It'll stay with Archmere. There's the whistle.
I think both goalies have been outstanding so far.
Been a great display of goaltending tonight. Spin move. Is that Farrell? Going in, it is Ryan Farrell. Shot's wide. But back there is, I knew I was going to say his name, Cameron Kilkoglu. I think, number 20, was he back there? We're going to give him credit. I said the name. There he is. He's right in front of the net. Allison spins. Nothing there, so he's going to lose the ball. Flag up.
Yeah, I thought I saw a slash.
So once CR picks it up, the whistle will blow. Archmere, however, keeps it. Into the middle, O'Neill looking for some kind of opening. Can't get it, and there is the stoppage of play. And off, we'll see who goes. Oh, we have some substitutions, so we'll wait to see what the call is.
Be the first man-up situation in this game.
There's just players going off left and right. I'm not sure who's going to be kneeling over there. It looks like number...
As a result of the penalty, Archmere will have an extra man opportunity.
Well, there is somebody kneeling, Jay. I can't see who it is, but Archmere man up here with 4:10 to go in the first half. So if you're CR, you got to tighten it up, play a little bit extra special D. They didn't say how long. Usually it's, 30 seconds or a minute?
Yeah, I thought that was just one of those 30 seconds
30 seconds.
slash. I mean, it didn't look too bad, but
4:10 left when he did that.
We'll find out, right? Unless Archmere scores in the first 30 seconds.
Spin by O'Neill, but there's another defender there. He loses possession. Archmere retains Kupiak threads the needle, shot, score. Farrell with the goal with a beautiful pass from Dan Kupiak. Wow.
Yeah, it was a great pass. And the Alks take advantage of a man-up situation.
That was an unbelievable pass out there.
Yeah, threaded the needle in between the defense. And if you're Coach Duncan, you like this first half so far. You come down the road.
They are playing a complete game right now. That makes the score 7-1 with 3:42 to go. Here in, are we in Camden? Are we in Wyoming? A little bit of both. We'll have to ask the experts.
We are getting a sunset.
Yeah, it's pretty out here tonight.
Earlier this afternoon, I thought we weren't gonna get to see a sunset
Well,
today.
we all saw some rain today down at Polytech, that's for sure. Ryan Carey, the goal scorer. He's being marked. Loses possession again. That was, I believe, number 25, Yannick. It was. He's been pretty stalwart out there defensively. Archmere's getting great defensive performances from a lot of guys tonight.
Yes, they are.
Grossman sends it wide right. Can't see the number on that truck, but they get behind the net. And they're going to try again. Here we go. Double teamed out there. Udovich knocks the ball loose. Out of bounds he goes, and I believe a timeout was called.
Yeah, I think they got the timeout. Why they still had possession of it. So
Beautiful sunset here in central Delaware. Let's take a look.
I got a softball final for you.
We have a softball final.
Hawks get the win over Delcastle, 12-1. They are now 4-9 on the year.
Here we go. A couple baseball finals. St. George's 14, Newark 1. Delmarva Christian a big win today over Holly Grove Christian, and Central 18, Laurel 1. So those are Central and St. George's, two of the top 10 teams in the state. What else we got? Let's keep going. Lacrosse, Smyrna, 14-1 over Brandywine. Sanford beats Tatnall. That was yesterday. In girls lacrosse, Caravel, big win over Mount Pleasant. Friends, a high-scoring win over St. Andrews, 20-14 today, Jason, at Wilmington Friends in girls lacrosse. 20-14.
Yes, Friends can score, Mike. They beat St. Mark's 17-15 earlier this week.
St. E's girls soccer picks up a win today. Padua over MOT Charter. Newark beats Hutson. Conrad 1, McKean 0. So that's your girls soccer update. We're back underway here. 2:50 to go in the first half. We got all the scores for you. Grossman, nowhere to go. Good job by the Hawks. Udovich playing over there against number 8, Ethan Reed. So he gets it to Carey back in Gretzky's kitchen. Carey trying to come out. He's taking some whacks out there. Nowhere to go. He finds an opening shot. Oh, France gets a piece and hangs on.
That's a great shot. He was hounded, like you said, Mike, and he was able to get a shot on, and France had to make a good save on it. I think Archmere got the timeout.
Each team gets 2 timeouts per half, and I believe they have both used them. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. from Abyssinia Stadium in Wilmington, it's going to be Malvern Prep making the approximately, 40-minute trip from Malvern?
Yeah, I would say probably about 30 to 40 minutes.
Down to Abyssinia. They'll take on the Sal's in another Titanic lacrosse matchup. Sal's with a chance to beat a nationally ranked team. Sal's are, I believe, just outside that top 25 looking in. And then on Monday, we're going to have softball for you. Monday night from Caravel. Right? It's going to be DMA at Caravel.
I guess who the home team is.
Is it DMA?
DMA, correct. The game said Midway on the schedule, but you and I both know that Midway doesn't have lights, so
nope.
I think DMA wanted the night game and probably asked Caravel if they could play under the lights. I think they were trying to get portable lights in at Midway. Probably,
Beautiful facilities at Carabel. That's probably better to just play it there because that place is awesome to go watch a game.
Yeah, I like watching. It'll be my first game there this year.
Ox, that was a shot by Stames. He was. That's number 5? Gavin Lee. He is bothered as he goes to shoot, and the ball goes out of bounds. But the Ox are going to keep it. This is O'Neill. He's having a great night.
I got a Monday night off. I'm so excited.
There's never a Monday night off from 302 Sports.
No.
Pass in front. O'Neill nearly has it. It's loose. It's going to roll if they get to it for midfield. It's theirs. It is. Farrell picks it up. He's having a great night, too. Here's Duncan. I can hear Coach Oswinkle from here with the window closed. 1:25 to go first half. 7-1 Archmere. Behind the net. Coming around out front. Spin move. Ball's knocked loose before he can shoot.
Yeah.
That was Cameron
Archmere's in the crease, so it'll be CR's ball.
He was ready to take the shot and took a beating.
It fell right into the crease.
I don't know who that is, but the Eagles have made another selection. Landon Dickerson, never heard of him. I don't watch a ton of college football, though. Down the middle, Duncan winds and fires, misses. Kupiak's back there, and it's going to stay with the Hawks. Jay, did you watch the All-24s of 500 players?
No.
Or the All-22s? That tells you I didn't tell 22s. I should have gotten that right. Last minute of play from Ryder Stadium in the first half. Allison up top. You're going to give it to Farrell. They work the other side. Here's Duncan, left-handed shot. Goal! Drew Duncan. Ryan Farrell picked up another assist with 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, this is a great first half by the Hawks, and Duncan gets another one here, 8-1. Still got 45 seconds to go. But, yeah, right now it's Archmere has looked like a good team.
They've looked like the better team so far.
Yep, tonight. But it is early. We got two halves.
Half. So that is not O'Neill taking this face off. We'll see who that is. I think it might be Cole Finesse. Ball still loose. Still going. And rolling. Keep that lacrosse ball rolling. Picked up by the Hawks. Oh, they had an opportunity there, but can't connect on the pass. Eventually, somebody's going to get that ball. There it is. Hawks have it now. This is Finesse up top. Jay, I don't know if I've seen a lacrosse ball loose that long.
There.
A check. It's knocked loose from Finesse, and here come the Riders. They have 15 seconds.
They got run on
down
this
low,
plate.
Shot, score! Riders get it. I believe that was number 4, Patrick Craig. The horn sounds.
That's a big goal, Mike. Archmere had possession of it. Great stick check. And Caesar Rodney rides down the thing and gets a goal here with 10 seconds left. And that could be big, Mike. I know it's 8-2, but get some momentum going right into the break here. I get to play a little music for him. Get the goal horn.
Michael Hammond picks up the assist, number 28. Great job by the Riders. Knocked the ball loose. Knew the time was running out. Rushed downfield, and Craig whipped one right by Connor France, who's been superb. And there's a stick hold at midfield. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. Seahawks can get the ball. They still have 9 seconds.
9 seconds left.
And here we go. This is Carey. He has a stick knocked straight out of his hand. Hawks 3-2. Long shot. Bounces in. Picked up by a defender, and that's going to do it for the first half. Hawks with the 8-2 lead. You're watching high school lacrosse on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Let's take care of some business. We're back with second half action.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Soto Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia.
All right, back at Ryder Stadium, Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, along with
Where did the halftime go?
On Friday night, it was a quick halftime. God said, "Let there be light," and there it is. Did we want that on or off?
No, you can leave the light on.
Just because I have a notebook here, so
yeah, I can see now.
I can see. That's like the movie Trading Places. Did you ever see Trading Places, Joey? It's I can see. I have legs. You know, Eddie Murphy. Some good stuff there, man. That was a great movie. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. If you haven't seen Trading Places is a TV show with Paige, what's her name? Paige Davis. But Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, you got to see it. Anyway, back to lacrosse action. There's O'Neal looking to score. Ox, don't waste any time. 21 seconds in. Jack O'Neal, I believe that's his 4th of the night.
I believe you are right. He's had a big night and he's been controlling the face-off. And
yeah, it was a little give and go. He won the face-off.
Yeah.
Got rid of it to a teammate. Not sure who got the pass on that one. O'Neal went right down the middle, sent a high shot past Bennett, making it 9-2 Hawks. another face-off win for Archmere, and they've really controlled the ground balls and the face-offs here, Jay, and that's it's showing on the scoreboard. There is a win for the Riders. Dane Wilson takes that face-off. Riders have time. This is not over by a long shot, but a check knocks that ball loose right in front of the Hawks bench, and it's going to go to Archmere off of CR and out of bounds. So another win for the Hawks.
I was going to say there's just no room for CR, even when they get the balls.
Who's that? Is that Kupiak beating up the – no, who's that? That's Ryan Farrell. Boy, he was moving. Here's Cole Finese over to Stames.
Alabama, Jay. That's where he's from.
We're just checking at halftime, checking the national rankings. Malvern Prep 12th for, was that Inside Lacrosse or USA Lacrosse Magazine? They're going to be in Wilmington tomorrow to take on the Sows. We'll have it for you. Here's Farrell.
But it's the second nationally ranked team Louisiana has faced.
Yeah, and they will get IMG later in the year. IMG's coming into town, going to swing down here and play Cape.
On a Thursday night.
Turn
and
around and play Louisiana. That shot
Friday afternoon.
Stopped by Bennett. Yeah, IMG from Florida. They're going to come in and play a doubleheader in Delaware. I don't know if they have any other games on that trip. That's going to be a good test for the Vikings and the Sows. But back to this one.
And I know Archmer's got 9 goals, but Bennett with another save there. And France returns the favor on this side.
France gets one. It's going to make it tricky for us to pick our Paint Doctor player of the game. Oh, a shot to the head, but does not stop number 18, Burke. And he goes behind the net to Kupiak.
Burke, good transition with the long pole, like you said. Was able to get down the field, and now he can retreat and go back to the sideline.
There's Duncan. I'd have to go back and look at my score sheet. I don't know if Drew Duncan scored tonight, but he's been a pretty effective player for them.
He's had so many shots on goal. I do think he got on the board.
Number 3, Thomas Pinto in the game. Gets around the defender, but has it knocked loose. Regains the ball.
I was like a good stick check, but Archmere was able to pick up the loose ball. I think that's
another one.
Archmere's just dominating those loose balls here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, it's an important part of the game. Here's number 11, Niall Marley. I've seen some new players out here for the Hawks. Jay, I got new names to learn. Pass behind the net. There's an opening. Cuts in front. Passed into a crowd. And that ball is going to go to the Riders. Yeah. Not sure that was there was so much traffic in front there. Watch from behind. He's going to get Bennett a check, but they let him go. Long outlet. Hits the turf. It's loose. Knocked down by the Hawks. And they've got it. It's number 27, Philip Kowalik.
That's the problem with those long outlets. There's just so many bodies they have to get through.
So Kowalik and teamed up with Yannick on that team to get that ball. Here's Duncan around the defender. I thought he was going to go behind the net, but he slams on the brakes and he's going to go up top. They can burn some clock.
I was going to say, with our 7-goal lead, Mike, you don't have to be in any hurry here if you're Archmere. Run the offense.
That's true, but, my buddy Ryan Farrell, he always runs on a full tank of gas, and there he goes. Farrell gets around the defender, looks for an opening. There's some defensive help there, and the ball's lost and picked up by the Riders. Jack O'Neill checks a guy. It's a double team, and down goes the Rider. Loose ball picked up, and there's a whistle.
I was going to say, it looked like a loose ball push from back here against the Hawks. But
I don't know what he did to them, but he took the double team.
I could be wrong. I can't see who has the ball.
Kupiak picked it up. I think it's going to go to Caesar Rodney there at midfield with the ball. There was a foul on the play.
I don't know if it was a penalty or if it was just a loose ball. I think it was
flags down. So.
I think it was as. Oh, it is a penalty.
Oh, so there is a penalty. I see. There's an knock headed to the sin bin. Looks like Kupiak is going to reflect on the error of his ways for 30 seconds, or possibly a minute if he's really been a bad boy. He's going to have to spend twice as long in there, Jay.
Yeah, now Caesar Rodney gets their first man up situation here. Let's see if they can get a goal and see if they can get this offense moving here.
They're up top. That's Grossman. Here, Ryan Carey They are playing the perimeter here. Archmere doing a good job stuffing the front. Ball's knocked loose. Riders able to get it for a second, but stolen. And away they go. Yeah. Cutting in front, shot. Allison with the goal. He takes a beautiful pass. And that makes it 10-2 with Tyler Allison. Unbelievable. Yeah, what a great pass, Jay, right on the doorstep.
I was just about to say that. You hit the nail on the coffin right there. That was a great pass and a goal there for the Hawks. And I believe the man-up situation had ended, or man-down situation has ended. So I think it was just a even man goal.
They did a great job on the defensive end and turned that into offense. An unbelievable play, and what a finish by Tyler Allison. I wish I knew who got that assist because that was an outstanding pass. Riders win the faceoff. Here they go. They need to get to work on offense. But Connor France and the Archmere defense have just been stout tonight. Craig taking a beating. He can't find an opening. I think that's Kowalik giving him the business out there. Gives it to Grossman. He's being hounded out there by number 18, Brendan Burke. Archers, they got those long sticks, and they know how to use them.
Yes.
This is Finis on defense. Shot, left-handed. Did France get that? Or
yes, he did.
It was Connor France. Okay. Oh, near steal. That would have been a gimme goal.
I was going to say a slam dunk. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, sure. Here's Finis after Archmere survives a rare miscue tonight. And now they're on offense. They got a chance. Oh, down goes Michael Kowalik. Nice check by the Riders. Archmere somehow comes back with the ball.
Yeah, again, another loose ball pickup for the Hawks, but it's a little bit more aggressive defense here by Caesar Rodney.
Farrell and Allison playing catch out there.
That was, like you said, Archmere got away. France got away with that clearing pass.
Yeah. They played a really good game tonight.
Yeah.
Not too many miscues. That was one. There's a save by Bennett. Good one there.
Yeah, Bennett's given up 10 goals, but he's made.
Yeah, he's been outstanding.
10 bell saves here tonight.
Archers has been peppering them. Riders back on the offensive end now. We have 5:25 to go here. Quarter number 3. We play 4. 10-2 Archmere. Jason's turned out to be a pretty nice night down here. It was a little threatening earlier, but the weather gods are on our side.
Like you said, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's matchup to see that nationally ranked Malvern Prep team.
I think the weather turned because we got a new bishop today for those Catholics out there. Bishop Koenig got to go to his press conference. There's a shot. Kick save and a beauty by France. That ball goes out 25 yards from the net. Look at Kevin Hutson taking a pounding out there from Kikoglu. I don't know if I'd be doing that to Kevin Hutson. He'd put you in like one of those wrestling moves and, like a small package. You'd be done.
Small package?
Yeah.
Maybe a sleeper.
Yeah, he could do that too. I like the small package. It was one of my favorite closers.
All right. That was the Ooh La La special.
I'm thinking wrestling. I just got done watching the biography on Roddy Piper today. That was my favorite wrestler of all time, by the way. That was outstanding. All right, here come the Riders. This is number 18, Saltarelli. We have a whistle and a violation on CR. It's going to go back to the Hawks. Speaking of bishops, Anthony Saltarelli. We had a Bishop Saltarelli.
I was going to say a bit
Michael Saltarelli.
Yeah. I thought that was.
He died in 2009, 2008.
I think it's going to be CR's ball here, Mike.
Okay.
And I think it's all penalty.
So CR's going on the man up here with 4:04 to go.
Their second one here in the second half.
They need to take advantage of these opportunities. 10-2 is a big gap, but not impossible. You can score quick goals in a hurry here in lacrosse. Here we go. Riders on offense. Udovich out there wreaking havoc as Connor normally does.
Yeah, the last man up, the Hawks made him forced them outside, and it's kind of the same thing here. Not able to get anything inside right now.
This is Christensen and Carey out there. They finally go down low to Craig. Back to Christensen. You mentioned it, Jay. They are having trouble penetrating here. And those long shots, if you have an opening, it's good, but there's a lot of traffic. There's a shot. No, Archmere steals. I thought that was a shot off the post or something there, but I guess I was seeing things. Long pass, and the penalty looks like it's done. Archmere survives.
No,
he's still in the knee. Oh, there he is, number 2, Drew Duncan. He's on the other side. Okay. So it's still a man up. There's a long pass by Yannick.
And it's completed.
It is. Here's Connor Udovich behind the net.
Man up is over.
It's over now. Here, Duncan. He's got the stick up already. Then they go to him. Drew Duncan comes off the sideline and takes the pass.
Archmere 2 for 2 on kills.
Duncan looked for an opening. Takes a check. Had some room, but not a lot.
Man down. Has been good for the Hawks here tonight.
Farrell, he's had an outstanding night. Passes it off to O'Neal. Speaking of outstanding nights, Jack O'Neal in. Back to the X spot. Out front. That ball is loose, and the Riders get it, but a lot of stick swinging out there. Andre Moore better get out of the traffic, and he gives it back to Bennett, and the Riders have it intercepted. Oh, Duncan misses that one, and he's drooling the drool of regret into the pillow of remorse. But, Jay, that was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. But, again, Caesar Rodney just having trouble clearing the ball out from their own defensive zone in this one.
Another interception in midfield by the Hawks. It was a good one, but they just could not connect with Duncan. Here's another long cross-field pass. And back to Bennett. The clock is ticking. They got to get across. There's one milestone. Now get into that box, and he's in. So CR gets up there. Craig looking behind the net. You know, Archmere is not letting them really do much behind the net. They're pressuring all over the field. Doing a great job. Here's Christensen.
Yeah, with the 8-goal lead, Archmere, they don't care if they can force Caesar Rodney to hold the ball for long.
Shot off the side of the net. Christensen took it, but there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, there was just no opening.
That pass off an Hawks leg, and it's loose, but it's picked up by Philip Kowalik. He's being chased by Hutson. I'd be running too. Ball still in bounds. Swatted up the field by the Hawks, but it goes out of bounds.
I'd be running the opposite way.
Kevin Hutson. A really, really talented athlete down here at CR. Wrestling state champion. More than once. More than twice. I know he's one of the favorites of our own Benny Mitchell. All right, Riders back on the offense. $50 seconds to go, quarter number 3. Quick quarter. Finesse is all over number 29, Jackson Spino, and France gets behind the net, gets that one. This pass too hard, but there's a backup, Duncan.
Yeah, the Hawks again, another great ground ball scoop by Duncan.
Taking a few whacks there, but gets inside. Oh, just can't get it down. But Kupiak there for the rebound. And they're going to, imagine, use the rest of the clock here, but just 10 seconds to go in the half. Inside, Allison score! Tyler Allison with 8.6 to go. And they're not going to use the rest of the clock.
No. Another one for Allison, huh, Mike?
Tyler Allison, among many Hawks, doing a fantastic job here tonight.
Yeah, kind of dominated third quarter here by the Hawks.
Yeah, they went into the half with an 8-2 lead. They've scored all 3 goals here in the third. Riders trying to make some happen. 3-2. They got to get the shot off. Wilson runs out of time, and that will not count. It misses anyway. that's going to do it for the third quarter here at Ryder Stadium. Hawks, all 3 goals in the third. They lead 11-2. We're back with the fourth quarter. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy.
All right, back at Ryder Stadium, fourth quarter action. Jason, tomorrow at Abyssinia, we're going to stream the boys' game, but if you're in the area and you're a fan, there's a girls' game at 4:30.
Yeah, Padua, Ursuline, 2 rivals. I got to see Ursuline yesterday.
I saw Padua yesterday, so I have not seen Ursuline since the beginning of the season, so I'm looking forward to that one at Abyssinia. By the way, if you have not been to Abyssinia Stadium yet, get yourself up to Wilmington. Check it out. They've got plenty of capacity. You can go in and watch the game tomorrow. You have to get the tickets online. Do it, and check out Jason Winchell's brick at the entrance.
I have one. Shoot, I forgot.
And you can also check out Mike Lang's brick at the entrance. We're not alone on our bricks, though.
No.
Jason and I, we don't make that kind of scratch. It's kind of cool to have the family brick, you know, with all the Winchells on there and the one with the Langs on it. My little nephew is a senior this year, so it's kind of cool. Graduation this year at Abyssinia. And I think we have a timeout.
That was a quick timeout.
Yeah, just 38 seconds in to the fourth
see
quarter.
If we can find a Cape Sussex.
Yeah, let's see if I know there's people there. I know you're there, media types. Let's see.
If not, maybe we could text Benny to go outside his house.
How about our football quarterback from Middletown, Braden Davis, has announced where he's going to college, and he's going to be following in the footsteps of Julia Lang at South Carolina. How about that? So he's going to be a Gamecock. I am not seeing anything. Let me see, do an update here. Do a search this way.
If you're a baseball fan, a high-scoring game in Hempstead, New York today. Hofstra leads UD 14-10 in the top of the 8th inning.
All right, we're underway. Well, we were underway before, but it was a quick stoppage with the timeout. Hawks in the green. They're going left to right in this quarter. CR in the home whites.
Archmere called the timeout, and I think it was because they're running low on time, Mike.
Good call there by Coach Duncan. Archmere, we mentioned earlier, 7-1. Lone loss to Salesianum. Caesar Rodney, 7-2, lost to Salesianum and Cape Henlope. And congrats to CR. They're not ducking anybody here. And all these schools are playing the top
and
programs.
I was said that they got Sanford coming up.
Yeah, both of them do, right?
And so does Archmere. So in the non.
Good to see the Warriors back up there and playing well.
Undefeated.
Independent conference. That's really been Tower Hill's domain for a while, and Sanford's been the king of the independent this year. And then the girls lacrosse, Tatnall. How about that Tatnall Hornets squad, huh?
Undefeated. The nice big win at Ursuline yesterday.
And there is a goal for the big guy. Kevin Hutson drives down the right side, finds an opening. And we got We got the horn. So
Good.
Hutson does a great job.
Good to see Hutson on the board.
Found an opening. He went right above Connor Francis' shoulder and into the net. He's hard to block down there, and you know, and Archer's been checking everybody in CR, but Hudson's a different kind of animal.
Well, ask the DIAA if we can have this music for the soccer finals here.
That makes it 11-3, so still a lot of work to do for the Auks, but it feels good to get that one. Jack O'Neill wins the faceoff, runs it down, feeds Allison, and you got a goal for Tyler Allison, and right away, the Auks get that one back.
I was saying, what an answer there for Archmere.
Jack O'Neill's been outstanding on faceoffs.
Yes,
and
he
it
has.
paid dividends again there. It's like watching the same movie. If you're Archmere, you like that sequel. That makes it 12-3, so just seconds after Hutson scores, Allison gets it back, and Archmere wins the faceoff again. Here's Drew Duncan. And Jason, they can get into that box and then take their time.
Yes.
Kupiak back there, and I don't think there'd be any kind of rush.
Now, in the fourth quarter, if you hold the ball for a while, they will make you keep it in that box. But they're nowhere near that right now.
I think in college, was it a 90-second shot clock?
Yes.
Oh, shot to the face. And there's the flag.
And I think he was struggling to get it out of his pocket.
Yeah, Farrell looked right at him when he walked by and said, "Hey, man, you saw me get hit in the head." But the referee was reaching for it, just couldn't get it out of the pocket. And it's going to be a man up for Archmere once they give up possession, unless they score.
Now he knows how football officials feel when they're stuck in that box.
That pass is rolling, saved in bounds by the Auks. However, it'll be picked up there by Andre Moore, and the whistle blows. And we'll see, looks like either a substitution. We'll see who's going to take the knee. Got to be careful. That shot was right up almost under the chin strap there, but I'm sure it was not intentional.
Auks only their second man up. They scored on the first one.
So Archmere with the it sounds like the wind's kicking up a little bit.
I was going to say,
I can feel it.
Be a fun ride home.
Archmere quickly around the perimeter. Duncan gets inside, left-handed. That wasn't Duncan. That's Kupiak, saved by Bennett. Dylan Bennett has not been as busy in this half, but he's been very good tonight. And here comes Mason Griffith. Gets that ball up over midfield, but it's loose. And scooped up by Kupiak. Hit from behind. Down he goes. And there's another flag. And that's going to be a penalty on number 24, Tyler Peeler. Auks, will they be up two? It looks like they'll be up two men.
I thought the other one came.
Still a man on his knee over there.
Yeah.
Maybe that was pretty wide open there, right in the middle. Everybody could see. It was right in front of us. So Kupiak takes a shot to the back, and the Auks now with a short-term two-man advantage here.
Archmere will have a two-man opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like Niall Marley's going to start things off here, number 11. Behind the net they go to number 8, Alex M. Out front, long shot, save Bennett. Nope, gets behind him. Auks will keep it.
The first penalty happened at 8:55, Mike, so if it was a 1 minute penalty, he should be coming back in a couple seconds, let's say. So it must be a longer than a minute penalty.
So the Auks have some time. There's looks like both penalties have expired.
Yeah, I think one was a minute and a half, and the other one was a minute, half a minute.
So we're back at full strength out there. Auks with the 9-goal lead, 7.5 to go here from Ryder Stadium. Thanks for joining us on a Friday night from Camden, Wyoming, Delaware. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, and Nick Halliday with you. Archmere has they've been firing on all cylinders tonight, Jay, and they lead 12-3. And there's one of the main reasons with the ball right now. Jack O'Neill has been outstanding tonight. There's a spin by O'Neill, gets in, hit the post. That's what I heard Nick say. He could probably hear it from where he is. What a move by O'Neill, a little duck and dodge.
The Hawks defense has locked all windows and doors here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, loose ball passed by the Riders, but the Hawks. Well, that's how it's going tonight, Jay. The Hawks missing their pass, and they chased the ball while it went out of bounds. So it's going to go back to CR here. Hawks will host Tower Hill on Tuesday in their next game. How do I know? Because I know. Caesar Rodney, if you're in Newcastle County, at Sanford on Monday.
I told you they were playing Sanford. I just didn't know when it was coming up.
Monday. Another man up for Archmere. And Jason, the date on Monday? May 3rd. May 3rd.
I know. Tomorrow's May 1st.
Tomorrow's May 1st, everybody.
May 3rd is a busy day, too, for high school.
Caesar Rodney at Sanford. A lot of blue and gold, and it's going to be a lot of fun out there in Hutson. Or, as our friends call it, Hutson.
Yeah, number 3, Sanford.
Loose ball picked up by the Riders. They have numbers, 4-on-3. Shot Spino. Bounces over the net, and that ball is rolling deep into the night. It's going to stay with the Riders. 6:10 to go here. I think Archmere has, 3 penalties? It looks like the penalty's over, but 3 penalties tonight.
Yeah, Archmere now 1 for 4 on the man-up situation. Caesar Rodney 0 for 2.
How about that check? The guy's down for CR. We'll make sure. I hope he's okay. And there was a stoppage of play. We're going to have a timeout. He's up. That's good news. Is that he took a big check over there, Jay, and down he went. If you're out there, anybody who knows the score of the Cape Sussex Academy game, you know, we're about 25 miles north. We could use some help here.
Come on, Benny. Go outside and see if we can see the scoreboard.
So
I thought Kenny Christopher was there, but I can't find him.
Nothing. All right, let's take a look. Jason, you mentioned with a busy day or busy week we got coming up. Just tomorrow, just for the heck of it, let's look at baseball for tomorrow, right? May 1st.
Yes.
Cape Henlopen at Appoquinimink at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
How about that game right there to start your day?
And then you got Slasianum and Delmar.
Caravella Conrad at 11 a.m.
I got a final score for you, Mike.
Oh, we got a final.
Cape Henlopen 17, Sussex Academy 10.
Pretty good job there by Sussex.
Sussex Academy was I believe 9-0.
Here's the game at noon. Baseball. Sussex Tech at St. Mark's. You mentioned Slasianum at Delmar. Here's some good games tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think that was girls.
I'm looking at the baseball. Yeah.
No. The girl.
Oh, the girls. Oh, okay.
That was not the boys. That was girls.
And a baseball game tomorrow night at Frawley Stadium. Hodgson and DMA. That's just baseball. Just baseball tomorrow, folks. Back in action here with 5:15 to go. Archmere with the ball. We've had the ball a lot tonight.
So that was 1 versus 2.
On the girls?
In the girls' side.
Congrats to Cape Henlopen on the win tonight over the Ravens. All right, it's the Ravens of Sussex Academy. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Seahawks, the Ravens of Sussex Tech. They are the Seahawks of Sussex Academy. Got to keep all these schools straight. Not easy. Ball in front is loose. There's a massive humidity out there. A lot of rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and the ball comes out to Kupiak. I don't know how he got it. There had to be 12 guys out there. Duncan's got it. And he's content just to hang on to it. Gets it over to Allison. His shot goes in, a left-handed shot by Tyler Allison. Count it, 13-3 with 4:06 to go.
Yeah, Allison's a bit big. He's throwing his name in the hat for player of the game, along with France and O'Neal and
The Archmere goal was scored by number 16, Tyler Allison.
Tomorrow in Lacrosse, Tower, Cape Henlopen and guys.
yeah. So the Cape did not play tonight.
Malvern at Salesiano. It was a girls' final Jay gave you.
Yeah.
And Sanford at St. Andrews, Jay, could be a sneaky good game. I saw St. Andrews earlier this year.
Yeah, I like number 3
like
Sanford in that one.
I do too. But that's why we play the game. Riders win the face-off, but taking there, is that Jack O'Neal again? It is. What a day he's had. And he's got a lot of room in wide open spaces. Shifts to the left side. Score. Interception and goal for Jack O'Neal at the 3:44 mark.
Yeah, again, another great play by O'Neal.
Archmere goal was scored by number 77, Jack O'Neal.
And we are in running clock territory here, so it's going down. 3:35 to go, and I did not see this coming tonight. I saw a good game, but I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be, this one-sided. But Archmere really has been the better team tonight. But next time out, you never know.
Right, we said Caesar Rodney.
Caesar Rodney's a very good team.
And that doesn't get any easier for them on Monday.
And how about that? Ryan Carey fires one in.
And the goal for the Riders is scored
20
by
seconds.
number 20, Ryan Carey with the assist from number 35.
I think that's 2 tonight for Carey, if I'm not mistaken. And it does mean we get to hear the horns one more time. It's like being at Chicago Stadium for a Blackhawks game.
Yeah, I agree. And then you get the I'm going to have to talk to Donna about having this for the soccer championship. And O'Neal just answers.
How about that? And number 5 out there, Gavin Lee, goes running over to his line. Sideline. That took 8 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, for that answer. You win that face-off, good things happen.
We had 3 goals in, the last 22 seconds, it seems like?
Yeah. 8 seconds that took. Wow, Jack O'Neal, what a night he's having. 15-4 Hawks. Coach Duncan and his assistants, they've got to be pleased with what they've seen tonight. It does not get easier for the Hawks, and they still have Sanford coming up later this season.
Yeah, it ends the season against Sanford.
Yeah, they're supposed to play them a couple weeks ago, but now it's in better weather. It'll be kind of cool, and I think it's on a Saturday. Everything's going to work out.
I think it's a Saturday, like 11 a.m. for all your early birds.
Yeah, Archmere likes those 11 a.m. starts, and I don't mind them either.
Well, I think it's at Sanford.
Oh, well, I got to Sanford. That's an easy trip. Archmere controls that one. We're down to the final 2.5 minutes. Taken upfield by, look, that's Connor Udovich.
Yeah,
it is.
If I'm the Hawks, I'm just content with holding the ball for a little bit.
Down. They've put up 15 goals tonight. They've controlled the face-offs. They've won the ground balls.
Yeah,
they've limited their turnovers.
They've won almost every battle on the stat sheet.
Out front, looking for Kupiak on the pass. Just goes over him. He picks up the loose ball, and they're going to burn a few more ticks here. As it goes out to Duncan. You know, Jay, normally on a game you'd say you need Drew Duncan to score a couple goals, 3, 4, 5 goals, but you know, he's been effective otherwise tonight, and that's a good sign if you're Archmere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's a big goal scorer for them. Marley gets it to, I think that's Colin or Carey, number 22, coming from behind the net. Pass up top is loose. Never reaches midfield before it's picked up. The Riders have it. They're on the run. Can't see the number. The pass intended for Ethan Reed. It's loose and picked up by Nathaniel Yannick. And France Dixon dodges, and we're down to the final minute here at Riders Stadium. The Hawks are going to improve to 8-1. Caesar Rodney will fall to 7-3. This has been a pretty impressive performance tonight for the green and white.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
I don't think they could have envisioned much better than what they got.
It'll be a happy ride back up to Claymont.
Absolutely. They might see a stoppage somewhere for those guys. Look out, local establishment. 30 seconds to go, and I think Archmere they got enough scoring, Jay. I think it's just time to run that clock out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where the ball goes off of number 13, Brendan Marley.
They just wanted one more clock stoppage.
18.7 to go. Marley can't hang on to that one. 2 Marleys on the team, Niall and Brendan. Riders have it. Saltarelli back to Andre Moore. And we're in the final 10 here. 6, 5. Archmere is going to go back to Claymont with the 15-4 win. Great performance by the Hawks and the keeper Connor France, the face-off man Jack O'Neill, the attack Tyler Allison, Jasonson, all around great performance by the Hawks.
Yeah, it was, and like you said, a great win here today for the Hawks. Could come to Claymont, get the W, and they can head back with a nice win down here at Caesar Rodney.
All right, we're going to name our Paint Doctor player of the game. We have a lot of candidates, but Jay, I think I'm going to go with number 77, Jack O'Neill, as your player of the game.
I'm with you there. Big game. He won a lot of the face-offs, and a great job here today in the Archmere win.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up here. Just a reminder, tomorrow we're at Abyssinia Stadium, a 1 o'clock start. Malvern Prep, the Friars, come down to Wilmington. They take on Salesian, and we'll have it for you beginning at 1. And it's going to be a fun one back up in Wilmington. And,
absolutely.
It's going to be something else.
Yep.
And that's going to be, Jason, I think me and you in the game again tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be.
How about that? Can't get enough of myself. All right, here we go. For Nick Halliday and Jason Winsall, Mike Lang. Once again, your final, Archmere 15, Caesar Rodney 4. For everyone here at Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports, thanks for watching, and have a good night, everybody.